Okay, so I want to talk to you about how I lost 30 pounds and how I earned $459,000 in a 3-month period. Now, I want to start with the money because I want to preface that I've been working in my business for many years and I have a big ticket product. And so my numbers might be different than your numbers, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. But it's important to understand that this is not how my business went last year. I had the same product. I've had the same product for 7 years. So why is it now that it all of a sudden is working? Okay. Now I've said that. All right. And I'm going to tell you what's going on and I'm going to invite you to learn more and maybe even take a journey with me. Okay. So let's talk about this weight thing. I have always overeaten and there's a reason why. And there's a reason why also. So why am I talking about weight and money in the same conversation? Because the reason that I gained extra weight and the reason that I was not making money are the same reasons. And that is because I am an overachiever. Now, this is not a judgment. But let's face it, overachieving is not achieving, it's overachieving. And we call it overachieving because it's like a personality trait that is recognizable. Like you can say, oh, she's an overachiever, he's an overachiever, they're an overachiever, okay? You can say all those things. It's something that everyone can recognize and you can likely, well, I would say that you could recognize it in yourself, but I did not recognize it in myself. And when I discovered it, that's when everything changed. I actually thought that I was an underachiever. And what was happening was I was underachieving. I started overachieving because I thought I was underachieving. Man, I'm already feeling myself get emotional because that drive to have enough, to be enough, to fulfill some kind of expectation that you're holding or that somebody else is holding, that you think that somebody else is holding. That is really, really challenging. And that's what drove me to overeating. For me, it began when I was a kid. And for a lot of overachievers, overachieving begins in childhood. And I cannot say that it was any particular trauma. Like a lot of people are trying to meet the expectations of their parents, or they're trying to live up to some kind of a higher standard of maybe an older sibling. You know, they're trying to outrun some kind of a label, or there's something going on like that. In my particular case, there was really nothing that I was trying to outrun at that time. But what happened was I just really loved like pushing. My personality was one that pushed. I always wanted to go further. I wanted to be faster. And it wasn't even that I had to compare myself to other people. Don't get me wrong. I'm super competitive. I love competing with other people, but I find that to be more fun. It's the competition with myself, trying to make something happen, to be more than what I am. That's the thing that actually got me. And that's the thing that was very, very detrimental and led to all the weight gain. And also that caused me to contract. Even though I was working harder and working harder in my business, I was making less and less money. And it's all from the same drive of overachieving. So let me talk to you about the solution right now. What I discovered was that, number one, I discovered that I was an overachiever, okay? Being able to name that opened up all kinds of things with me. My spirit guides, my healing practices were like trying to get me to see that, but I wasn't seeing that because I was so stuck in unworthiness, so I did not see it. Once my eyes opened and I was able to see, then I was able to receive the healing that I needed. What was the healing that I needed? Well, number one, it begins with sensuality. Now, a lot of people are going to get turned off. Don't get turned off yet. Hear me out about what I'm going to say. Sensuality simply means using your senses to perceive. Using your senses to take things in. Energetically and spiritually, it's about moving from being a thinking person, a person who drives with their mind. Oh, I'm going to figure it out. Oh, let me tell you what I think about this. Okay, using the mind, it's about moving into the heart space. For me, when I was in that situation of overeating and I was making less money and working harder and harder and harder and finding myself, contracting, I was thinking about everything and controlling everything with my mind, and I was not allowing my heart to flow. My heart would give me an idea. I'd have a feeling, a sensation, and my mind would shut it down. It would shut it down with beliefs, with negative thought patterns, with a negative self-concept. It would create all these rules about why what was in my heart could not at all be possible. And that was very, very detrimental for what I was manifesting. So here's what I want to offer you. I want to offer you an opportunity to learn and to experience sensual alchemy, which is the thing that I do. It's the work that I actually do. Now, I want to give you just a tiny bit of history about how this came into being. So I've been a life coach for the last, since 2011. Okay, so however long that has been, it's 2025 right now. So that's like 14 years, going into my 14th year. So what I was doing when I was working with my clients was I was helping them move into a more sensual way of living. I was helping them move into their heart space more. I would start every session with, how do you feel? And they would tell me what they would think. And then I'd say, let's drop into your body. Let's drop into your heart space. What's there? And so what I was doing was helping them tap into their intuition. I was helping them expand their perception. I was helping them revolutionize the way that they behave with themselves and in the world. So what I've done is to wake up to the fact that this is what I'm calling sensual alchemy. And what I've done is to create a container for overachievers, and it's called the Recovering Overachievers Sanctuary. It's a sanctuary for women like you to come and receive another way of looking at the world. Now look, please understand, I want you to get things done. All right. You're an overachiever. You need to get stuff done. Okay. I need you to get stuff done because I want you to be happy. I want you to function. You need to take care of your family. You need to take care of your job. You need to take care of your dreams. I just want to teach you how to do it a different way. I want to help you live from your heart. I want to help you understand what it feels like to actually use your heart to get things done, to use your spiritual guides to help you get things done, to live more intuitively, to be more connected to the feminine. And at the same time, we are not going to obliterate the masculine. You're still going to get things done. You're still going to work with logic. You're still going to work with timelines. You're still going to use your schedule, but we're going to just do it a little bit differently, where we're going to bring in more heart and let you develop your intuition, let you expand your perception more. All right? How does that sound? I like it. To me, it sounds good because it was a game changer. When I did this for myself, my world changed immediately. I woke up no longer craving sugar. I woke up no longer sitting down, binge eating, binge watching Netflix. I canceled my YouTube and Netflix accounts, all right? Because those things were no longer calling to me. I'm not saying that you have to give those up. You do not. I gave them up because I was using those things as a way to escape the pain that I was experiencing. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do what I did. You don't have to give up the things that I gave up. You don't have to be overweight to come and work and learn and grow in the Recovering Overachievers Sanctuary. But if those are things you struggle with, you will definitely find those things turned around. Okay? Now look, there's a link in the comments, and I want to encourage you to come and join me. It's $97 a month to join. All right? You can pay monthly, and you can leave whenever you want. If you don't like what you're seeing, then fine. You don't have to stay with me. There's no minimum amount of time that you need to stay. But hi, Apollo. Photobomb Apollo. But I think you're going to like it because it's going to change your life. You're going to feel your heart opening. There's a community of women. I've prepared all these things for you that are wonderful. I give you guidance I give you new guidance every month. There are live group coaching calls. There are questions and answers so you can bring your experience and get live help from me while you're going through this transformation process. All right, look, everything is laid out on the description on the landing page. The link is in the description. Learn more. And if you have any questions, drop them here in the chat, okay? I look forward to connecting with you, and I'll talk to you more about this process in more videos. All right, bye for now, friend. Bye.